Hello YouTube, welcome back for Gaming Teacher here. Now, what we're going to do today, I've actually got another game called Europa Universalis IV. It is another Paradox game, however it's a different time period in comparison to the World War II. With the World War II simulator, Hearts of Iron 4, it was at a time period that I enjoyed. I do like that time period. However, the time period of the Europa Universalis IV starts in the 1400s and goes straight through to late 1700s, beginning of the 1800s, when France had their revolution. Now, what we're going to do, we're actually going to start this campaign as Japan. Now, I'm hoping to bring this out on a Thursday. It will be every other week. It will be every week in comparison with Hearts of Iron, which is a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. Now, I have a very minimal expectation. First of all, my first expectation is to unite Japan. That is my first expectation, and what I want to do is I want to branch outwards into Korea and then colonize parts of the Philippines and parts around here, which or the islands around here, which I would like to do. That would be an extended task, I suppose. Eventually, if we could, we take Korea and we can actually go and take China as well, or other words, Ming. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. You have to forgive me, I'm going to pronounce some words here and I may get them wrong. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump straight in. I'm going to start with normal mode. One of the first things I do like about the game is I do like the aspect of trying to do things peacefully, and that's what we're going to do. We're not going to wage war, we're actually going to take into account that we can do this peacefully, because we start as Japan, we start off with a lot of vassals. In fact, all the other clans or the families in Japan are a vassal to us. And what I would like to do is unite Japan with minimizing the amount of war. And of course, when we do go for Korea and other islands around here, Southeast Asia, we will potentially wage war. Now, one of the first things I want to do is have a look at the missions. In fact, before we do that, I want to have just quick go over the layout. Up here it's very similar to Hearts of Iron 4. We have all the statistics about our nation, and we have the time, we have the speed of the game, and we have different map modes down here. Now, here we have our notifications, just like we do in Hearts of Iron. They have notifications pop up around here, so they have a very similar structure. They're both made by this Paradox, so they're the ones that brought out both games, and they're very similar. There are a couple other games that I would like to try from them because they are a fantastic company and they make some awesome games. So what we're going to do, we're going to select our first mission. The first mission I want to do is incorporate Takeda into our country. Now, this is a peaceful incorporation, and we'll start the game. And what we'll hopefully do is we hope to incorporate them by annexing them. Okay, and so first thing we're going to do, we're going to improve relations, and I'm also going to start to use Segi. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. We're also going to improve relations with them because I want to eventually take this, and I want to hopefully improve relations with most around here, so we can peacefully occupy the territory, which would be a great significance and help to us, so we don't have to use so much military. We are in the deficit. We are extremely in a bad position in regards to currency and funds. So what we're going to do first, we're going to have a look at what we can get rid of. And one of the first things I want to do is get rid of these transport ships. We're not going to need them, and we're not going to need them just yet. So I'm going to disband the unit because my main focus is to stay in Japan. Merchants worried about lack of protection. Right, trade efficiency is -10, trade range is going to be also -10. At the moment, our trade is not of great significance. We haven't got really a trade network going. So I want to keep diplomatic power, so I'm going to go with this. And with our light ships, what we can actually do is set them a mission. and we're going to set them as protect trade. Now this is our only trade node in the area nearest to us, so this is going to be one we're going to be focusing on. If we go back to trade map, if you press these buttons down here, they change the map. You've got the terrain map, you've got the political map, which I like using most, the trade, which I'm going to go through in a bit, and diplomatic, and there's a few more here. Okay, this one's quite new, unless they've changed the names. Right, so our trade node, this is where we're collecting from. Well, we're not yet. We're going to actually hire a merchant to collect here. So this is how much we're getting. We earn 0.57. Now, hopefully with the merchant, it's gone up to 0.63. And with our light ships there, it means we have an overall power of 9% in the area. However, Korea has the most with 19%. So as we gain more ships and place them in a protect trade, we will eventually increase the amount of trade power we have there. I'm actually going for losing money. Even though we're in deficit, we can always get money later. I find it a bit more difficult to gain prestige, so let's gain prestige and lose the money for now. Let's go back to political map. Our army is comprised of Asian longbowmen and East Asian archery cavalry. Now we can hire advisors, but the only problem is they cost quite a bit. I mean, the cheapest is going to be 1. With the current CR situation at the moment, I don't think it's a great idea, but later on these will be vital, not because of what they get national unrest or production efficiency. That's great, that's like an added benefit. It's for these, it's for the powers that we get, either administrative, diplomatic or military, and depending on what advisor you want, it will go up accordingly, and according to our leader as well. So our leader actually gives us a good diplomatic skill of 3, military skill 1 and administrative skill 1. The leader's only 19 years old, very young, but they did in them days, they did. If you do have any ideas of what you would like me to do for the campaign, put it in the comments. I will change accordingly, but my primary aim, what I'm going to do is take this, take Japan, hopefully go for Korea and colonize parts of the Philippines. That's my aim, and if we can do play another game later on. I was going to say wage war with another game. No, technically we will be. Subjects. Our subjects here are going to be found in this tab. This is to see how much they like us, and also if they want to break free, liberty. One of the biggest is the Shiba. Okay, they have a very high liberty desire. We're hoping to incorporate them into our realm, Japan. Too few rivals. I'm not going to click them at the moment. Reason being, I don't want any negative aspects related with us, not yet. I'm going to leave that blank. I know some people say we shouldn't, but I want to. I don't think it's in our best interest right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to speed up the game. I think one of the main things that we have to focus on is trying to do things peacefully without raging war straight off. I don't want to rage war because it's very confusing when you're playing as Japan, because everyone's a vassal towards you, and then 2 factions will go to war with each other and they will pull others in, and you don't know what side to choose. I mean, this is why if I can unite Japan peacefully, I would. It's so much easier when you're playing the bigger nations. I find it so difficult playing these smaller nations, especially when you've got all these clans. But it's fun to watch it play out. Our money's really low. What we're going to do, because I'm not worried about our army at the moment, we're going to boost our stability. We're going to spend 90 of our administrative power. And what we're going to do, we go to funds, and I'm going to place this into the positive. Okay, so we place it in the positive, and as time goes up, we would gradually put the army maintenance up. I don't want to have to take a loan out unless it's really necessary. Our manpower is quite good. The only thing putting our army maintenance down, if we do get attacked, we'll be in quite a bit of trouble. The only thing we have to worry about is vassals gaining liberty desire. Biggest army, so she was got quite a big army. Also Kawa. I hope I pronounced that. I wish I didn't actually attempt that. Shiba. I'm not going to pronounce it anymore. I don't want to. It's going to be dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Later on we can update our technology. Our technology will be based upon how much of our powers we got: military, diplomatic and administrative. Local defensiveness 25% until 1821, which is a very long game. Game military engineer. I'm not sure where this military engineer goes, to be honest with you. Would that be an advisor? What gain do we get from the game military engineer? I'm gonna go with this because it gives us a boost in 25% local defensiveness. I'm not sure what this does. If you do know, that would be great if you can put that in the comments. So we're gonna go with this, local defensiveness. Go with what I know for now. That may have been a greater benefit. I'm not sure. So how are we doing for time? It's 1947 now. We can't actually... They're in a war at the moment with Yosegi. Are they against... They seem to be against each other. Both of our kind of friends are against each other. We'll see if they take their lands. Excuse me. I've been suffering from this cold for ages. Now this is interesting. We've got a new heir to the throne. There's a new heir to the throne of succession is safe. This is quite good. We get 6 diplomatic power, which is currently a lot better than our current leader. But at least we've got an heir. Military power is still low. I'm gonna pause the game. It's be interesting how this war kicks out. How's our funds going? We actually lost some funds. So what I hope to do in this campaign, I hope to gradually increase our influence in Japan, and then we can go out into Korea. Oh, I would love to do that. If we can just be the dominant nation in this area, and Japan was. Up until World War II present day, I have to say China has really come forward as being a true power in this area now. Speed it up. I want to see what happens in this war. How's our liberty desire? Doesn't seem to be sorting by liberty desire. It's going too fast, I'm not sure. Well, the Shiba, I believe the Shiba is here. Who are they in a war with? They're in a war with Takeda. This is interesting. In the minus again. Let's put our army maintenance back down. Let's have a look at trade. 0.71, we're gaining more trade. Speed up time. Right, we can't actually annex anyone until, I think, until 1454. It's got to be 10 years, and everyone's opinion of us has got to be 190, sorry, at least. Right, gain 10 prestige and gain a skill to artist. Kyoto. and gain 1 stability. I'm gonna go with this because prestige is quite important at the moment, and I can potentially boost our stability, which we could have boosted it before, but we're gaining a lot of we've got a monthly increase of +4, which is okay at the moment. It'll do. I'm tempted to see how this war's gonna turn out. Yusegi's gonna take this, but we are gaining influence over them, which means if they do take this, we would lose our mission. But we can kind of incorporate the Yusegi into our realm, so that's not an issue. I'm gonna actually start 93, 75. I think these had high liberty desire. No, they didn't. Let's start making them like us. Improve relations. Yep, confirm. Countries that have not fully embraced the Renaissance institution will receive an increase in technology cost penalty of 1% per year up to at most 50%. Okay. And there we go, 200. Now we've just got to wait for 4 more years. Again, I'm going to lose administrative power, I don't want to lose prestige at this moment in time. The prestige is actually increasing everything from morale of the armies to global trade power plus 3%. As our trade power actually went up though, has it made a big difference? We are 11% now, 22% is Korea, so it is moving, it's moving up. This war is going to go on forever. Lose 1 stability, of course. That'll happen. Here we go. Can we change it? Not yet. We need 140. Our diplomatic power is quite a lot. We can increase this soon. Local trade power plus 50%. We can get marketplaces, but that's not going to be help because we haven't got no money to build the marketplaces. Okay, guys. I think what we're going to do, we're going to continue with this. I'm going to speed on through it. And next part, what we'll do is we'll continue to peacefully take Japan as much as we can. And then we would eventually branch outwards. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope the next part will be on next week, Thursday. So we can continue with it then. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a great day.